Hello boys and girls, my name is White Rhino PSO, and today I am playing some more Orion Trail. Now, there are a couple reasons why I decided to get back into this game at this moment, and number one is, of course, because I enjoy the game. I like the gameplay. I think the sense of humor the game has is really interesting, and anybody who's seen a few of my videos knows that I have a serious soft spot for any game that has randomly generated aspects or games that have story aspects that you can change through decisions you make as a player. And secondly, I have something special planned for the beginning of April. And for the very few people who watch my videos as they come out, they would know that the number of videos I got out of the previous set for Wolfenstein 3D was a lot less than expected. And so I needed a few games to eat up the time between the end of Wolfenstein 3D and the end of March. So anyway, let's get back into it. And because I failed in my previous attempt at this game, we are stuck once again playing the Willie Mays, a sister galaxy to our own. The Willie Mays is nearly identical. Efforts to explore this sector have been put off because it's really annoying to refer to it by name. Alright, so our choices of captains, we have Captain Forever, quote-unquote Captain Fallon, and Willie Stardust. And of them, Fallon has 2 diplomacy and 3 bravado, 3 diplomacy, 2 science. Willie Stardust has a nice spread of aspects. She's got tactics, bravado, and attack, so I think I'm going to go with her. The youngest graduate of Galaxy Force Academy, Wiley is both headstrong and resourceful, though her plans don't always work out the way she'd hoped. Also, she has a super cool sword. Alright. Now, I believe you can change the name of your crew, but I'm just going to keep them as is, because they're all named after backers for the game. I probably mentioned that before. Alright, my first officer. I could go with Yelzabe Nace, who would give me more bravado and tactics. You would be diplomacy and bravado, or diplomacy and science. I don't have any diplomacy or science yet. So I think I'm going with Loretta Fife? Loretta Fifth? A cunning and quick-witted logistics officer with a no-nonsense attitude. Lieutenant Fifth is a ringer at trivia night with her profound knowledge of holofilms. Now, I am kind of going with a spread of options, and I can't remember if I did that last time or not, so this actually may come back to bite me in the ass, because I may not get many options on the dice roll thing, depending on how I go with here. Zachary Gary Mort would have one of each. 1 and 2, or 1 and 2. If I go with Zachary, then I'd have 2 in everything except for 3 in tactics. Oh, but this guy's face is one that I would always laugh at when in the credits trying to sync up my videos. Yeah, I'll go with potentially sometimes Zachary, sometimes Gary. Lieutenant Mort has had a rough life, but has found something worth fighting for at Galaxy Force. Fiercely loyal, Lieutenant Mort is known to work hard and play harder. It's best not to ask about the scar. Oh shit, we get 4 people. So that just shows you how long it's been since I played this. More science and bravado. More tactics and attack. Or more attack and bravado. I kind of think that I want to go attack and tactics this time, and then just have other options as I need them. So, Rarette Dorchel? Sergeant Dorchel led the effort to repel the unstoppable tide of roach people, later referred to as the Thoraxix invasion. One thing is certain, this lady knows more than you do about bugs. Alright, so that's our goal, and we have to travel all the way through that to get there. First, though, we have 8 credits to spend between things, and once again, I don't remember what it was that got us killed last time. I feel like it might have been hull, though. I'll go with more hull and food this time around. Alright, so our options are a Class X Dwarf Star. Theoretically, these shouldn't exist. Or an M Star. So I'd gain crew or gain an unknown. But it doesn't let me see gain an unknown, gain food, or gain food. I'll go to this one because, yeah, I gain an unknown, and then I'll have a choice between an unknown and food depending on what happens here. Oh, there's her fantastic sword. That's awesome. I wonder if they did. I guess they must have done pixel art for all the possible crew members. Unfamiliar face. Another fine day aboard the Indestructible 2. You nod to your passing crew, recognizing each of them, except one. You can't seem to recall his name. In fact, you're sure you've never seen him before. You've picked up a stowaway. Alright, so I can confront them, which would cost me people but give me something. Dine with them or observe them. Shit. I need fuel and food at any opportunity, but I do have a chance to get food at the next place, so I will dine with them. The best way to figure out someone's intentions is through their stomach. You invite him to your quarters. You place several orders on the food replicator, especially since it has been recently expanding its gourmet menu. Yeah, see? Maybe I should have gone... Come on. Ooh, critical success. Things are already looking up. But yeah, see, I only got a 2 diplomacy, so it only made 2 of those check marks. So, as it stands, the easiest results, and if I do any of these lower set, then I have a less than 50% chance already. After multiple courses, you discover he's actually a traveling food critic. It's unclear how he arrived on your ship, but he was eager to try your food replicator's gourmet style. He gives you and your replicator a glowing review. So we get a shit ton of fuel and +1 to diplomacy. So that's pretty sweet. Helps even that out a bit. Alright, so gain food or gain an unknown. I'm good on fuel, but I did spend some food in that event. So I'm going to go for the Class B star, a young, incredibly hot star. The Grobulus Rex. Shortly after deploying a routine foraging expedition to a nearby jungle world, you receive an emergency request. A sweaty corporal explains that the team is being chased by a Grobulus Rex, the most feared alpha predator in the sector. Orbital bombardment, which I do have the 4 attack. I could order them to stand their ground and talk to it. Or a pheromone screen to cover their retreat. Well, my science is pretty low, and I don't know what I would lose. I do want it's the same between the 2 of these, except I've got more attack than diplomacy, so orbital bombardment it is. You order your weapons officer to lock in on the team's distress signal. Theoretically, dropping bombs slightly behind them should take care of the problem. So a 4 gets me slightly more than 50% chance. Hey, and that was good because I think that was the last of the bonus ones. Sure enough, you're able to calculate the team's course of retreat and land a precision payload onto the pursuing creature. Judging by the Rex stakes that the team returns with, it was super effective, so 30 more food. That's weird. I wonder why I can't go there. Oh, maybe that was a node from that above one. Class V is my only option, similar to a Class K or M, but, you know, pinkish. And I will be... Oh, shit. The whole shebang. Did you hear that? Something totally just bonked the side of your ship. What was that? Oh, man, that sucks. Tough break. So I just lost a hull for no good reason. Set a course for savings! Sensors show a massive vessel approaching, and all channels are jammed with a catchy tune. It's an Omega Mart superstore. Galaxy Force ships can't repel bargains of this magnitude. Your crew turn on you with big doe eyes. This is gonna be costly. So I can buy weapons, gain something for the cost of hull. Compile a... Ooh, I've also got 4 tactics. Compile a shopping list, buy only what you need, or see customer service for an exchange. That'll give me, but remove fuel? You grab your personal data pad and jot down a couple of notes about what you need. Milk, bread, laundry detergent, positive isocoptic fuel cells. Yep, it's all here. You remind your crew not to wander off. This is supposed to be a quick trip. Oh, I'm getting lucky this time. You zip past throngs of browsing shoppers. You deftly dodge the sales associate tractor beams in the cosmology department. You grab all of the necessities and hop into the express line, just ahead of a globulin broodmother. So, potentially the mother of... No, that was a globulus. A perfect run. 100 more fuel. Alright, now the options. The pink nebula, a bright star shines through the pink formless clouds, or asteroid belt, so I could gain food, or an unknown. I feel like I'm kind of evened out on everything except fuel. And I think I'll have... Yeah, there's food afterwards, so I think I'm going to go for the random this time. Or the unknown, rather. Crisis, getting served. During dinner in the cafeteria, you jokingly mention how great you are at dancing. Suddenly your first officer is furious. Yeah? Well, it's time to prove it. I demand you face me in a dance battle. The entire cafeteria starts whooping. Uh-oh. Alright, so a solo battle would gain me something but lose me something, or a group dance battle would gain me food at the cost of people. That sounds kind of ominous. Shit. I'll do solo. If it's a dance battle the people want, they'll get one. Just you and your first officer battling out in the ways of old. The music starts. Oh, sweet Christ. Each dance move is more dramatic than the next. You do the robot, your first officer counters with a head spin. You do a float, the officer does a windmill. It was a close call, but the judges rule in your favor. Your first officer has been served. +1 bravado. Alright, next up is an asteroid belt, collection of space rocks and debris. Dimensional rift. Your anomalocator whirls to life, alerting you to a developing interdimensional rift ahead. This is your chance. Rifts like this one are the piñatas of deep space. Be ready for anything. I vaguely remember the last time that I flew into it backwards, and I don't know if it went well. Well, if it's a piñata, might as well concentrate all firepower on it. Plus, I've got a 4 in attack as opposed to a 3 in the other two. Yeah, it's worth a shot. Your gunner makes that funny face he makes. You crack up and issue the order to fire all weapons on the rift. Things are going good this run. The rift explodes in a shower of fireworks and... vegetables? You order your ship to float through the surprise buffet and gather as much food as possible. Vacuum fresh. So 30 more food, very nice. Alright, sorry about that. Had to make a quick cut there because I had somebody come in. So anyway, next thing up is the planet, which I believe is the away mission, so it's worth a shot though. Class M planet. A planet is orbiting this star. It might be worth checking out. A gain of food for an only one threat. Darkness falls across the land. You are hailed by a jerry-curled zombie in a studded red leather jacket from a nearby moon. The alien raises one sequined glove in greeting, inviting you to the surface. Are you curious enough to form an away team? Take that moonwalk. Away team, assemble. Alright, so now I have to decide who I'm bringing along for this. There's a couple 1 and 2s, or there is a 1, 1, and 1. I think I might go with Gary, just because of the spread. Again, if things go poorly this time, I'm going to double check the last run and see how I chose for my away missions. And if I chose for the away mission as well as for my officer choice, who in the hell is that? If I chose a spread, then next time I'll just lean on one particular option. But this time I'm going with Gary because of his +1 to attack, tactics, and diplomacy. Meeting the pop zombies, the yellow-eyed leader, Jackson, oh Jesus, greets you. The pop zombies' entire society has been built around a single Earth transmission from the year 1983, which is oddly enough when I was born. Leather-clad zombies look at you expectantly. What will you do next? Follow his lead. Mort suggests that this moon deserves a closer look, and you agree. You give the order to explore and follow this strange Jackson character. Thirst-quenching endorsement. As the away team assembles along, Jackson, king of the pop zombies, asks a favor of your crew. Would they act as extras in a soft drink commercial he's filming? There will be cool pyrotechnics and everything. It will be perfectly safe. Gain 1 and lose 1 unknown. During a pyrotechnical malfunction, Jackson and Gary are injured on the set. Gary better appreciates the danger of pyrotechnic displays from now on and attempts to press on. He gains tactics but loses 1 hit point. I believe if you lose all 3, then I'm not sure if you lose the guy completely, but I believe the away mission just ends. Llama drama. As they explore the moon, your team finds a creepy abandoned amusement park. It's probably unsafe, but looks oddly inviting. As the team ventures toward it, a menacing horde of abandoned llamas charges from the trees nearby. Now that I've got 2 tactics, I'm going to use those to step aside. Copping some last-minute dance moves, your team dodges the oncoming llamas, which continue stampeding into the forlorn amusement park. That seems like something like a result already, even though I hadn't even rolled. And it costs me 1 of my 10. Logan jumps atop one of the llamas, trying to show off. The llama tosses the hapless crew member into the Ferris wheel. The pop zombies offer some food to avoid a lawsuit for negligence on their property. So I lose a guy, but I gain 15 food. A glowing sidewalk. You encounter a sidewalk where some of the tiles light up. They appear to form a pattern. Gary considers their options. I can try to solve the puzzle or jump over it. Let's solve it. With a few scrapes, your crew dances on the sidewalk until the tiles light up in exactly the right pattern. Jackson hosts a special reception with traditional beverages only served to those who can get down. It tastes strangely like fuel. But from here, I believe I am just about out of time for this video. And I want to avoid what happened last time, which is a really long first video and then a fairly short second video. So, let me just double check. Yes, I can go to the options here, so I can sync up the next part. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.